So one of the biggest mistakes we see not only newer investors, but seasoned investors make is when they underwrite deals, they don't account for all of the real costs of owning the property. In their head, they simply think gross rents minus my mortgage payment is my cash flow. And the unfortunate reality is that's not accurate. Not only do you obviously have taxes and insurance that go along with the cost of owning a property, but you have what's called an expense ratio. And even in the banking world, they account for this when they underwrite loans using DSCR loans. And those expense ratios go up to 50% depending on the market you're in. So what an expense ratio is, it's an allocation of dollars that go towards costs of owning and operating a property beyond your mortgage, taxes, and insurance. And the primary things that fall within this expense ratio category are, first, capital expenses. That is the large cost of owning a property long term. That's things like roofs, windows, hot water heater, furnaces, the large ticket items. And then we have the actual maintenance of the property, like the day-to-day use, stuff like flooring, faucets, touch-up paint on turns, things of that nature. But then beyond that, we also have things like vacancy. You have management if you need to hire a manager, and bookkeeping and accounting. And the problem is if you're not accounting for all of these things, you will lose money long-term on the property. And we've owned properties long enough and kept track of these numbers that we are 100% sure that you need to make these allocations or you will lose money. So if you want just kind of a loose guideline on how to run numbers, take your gross rents minus your mortgage, taxes, and insurance, and then take out around 40% of your gross rents for that expense ratio, and that will cover all those additional costs. And if you account for that 40% expense ratio and there is no cash flow, that means the property isn't a deal.